Hello and thanks for watching this local edition. I'm Eric Watilla. Some new equipment at a local sheriff's office is helping local authorities to better respond to emergency situations. Chris Darrow has the story. Chris?
Wexford County's Central Dispatch is responsible for receiving and routing emergency information to local authorities. Thanks to a recent upgrade, operators at Central Dispatch can now respond to emergency situations more quickly and easily than ever before.
3JSW34.
Clear 22.
Our old system was out of date. I believe it was put in 89 or 90.
Like any electronic equipment, emergency communication systems are quickly evolving.
You know how electronics are. You get a computer that's a few years old and they're outdated. Well, same thing with the dispatch equipment.
Wexford County operated with the same Central Dispatch equipment for almost 20 years. And while communications were possible, keeping the dispatch equipment running became a chore as the hardware aged.
We ran into a problem here about 2 years ago starting to get parts for it as things break down, and there was no parts available.
To solve this and other problems with their aging hardware, Central Dispatch recently installed a new computerized communication system, a system that makes it easier to coordinate authorities in case of an emergency.
Well, it makes it a lot easier for the people to operate it instead of having to get up out of their chair, slide over, hit buttons, come back, and then maybe just for EMS make an announcement, then do the same thing for law enforcement, then do the same thing for fire if you had a big accident or something. Now they can do it all almost immediately together. They can simulcast, in other words, putting law enforcement, fire, EMS together and let them know, where an accident has occurred.
And the response to the new system has been very positive.
Certainly out of the law enforcement and EMS and fire divisions, we've had very favorable responses and the clarity of how everything came through. I don't think the public would notice anything because we always tried to get there as quick as we could, but it should allow us to be there quicker than we ever have.
Now, the new Central Dispatch system was paid for entirely with 911 funding from the phone system, so no tax dollars were put toward the new equipment. For Local Edition, I'm Chris Darrow. Now back to you, Eric.
Thanks, Chris. Coming up next on Local Edition, a few organizations in Cadillac have recently held art and craft events, and now it's Ludington's turn. We'll bring you the details about an upcoming benefit craft show. Stay with us.